Hello, and welcome to yet another episode of TacoBytes, your daily bite of Degen, episode number 940, coming to you live from somewhere nowhere, Dallas, Texas. That is right. It is a late morning. So thank you for joining us. We had an interesting night, power outage. And so we ended up leaving for a while and, go and have a good time at the cigar lounge. But it is time. We had to come home. We had to finish doing our job, which was getting, for us, finishing up our Hawk 5 positions, doing some more stuff on crime. And sort of keeping promise of story time, and also laying out sort of what's coming up for crime, time frame wise on that is always hard and difficult to sort of talk about, but the idea and MVP stuff is not. So yeah, there's some cool things that, in my mind, if in my opinion, it is cool and fun, and there's a lot of room for different things to happen that are really cool. So, then user. All right, so we're gonna hop right into finishing up our Hawk 5 position stuff, as that, there we go. Yeah, that works. As that goes, that's ready for a lot of different things. So, stream ended. Dang it. Let's see here. Refresh that. Hard shift reset that. I don't know. Does it think crime is going on over? Does it think the stream is going on over here? I guess maybe I can only have one pump fund open at a time. Home, profile, start live stream. There we go. Go live. All right, we're back. Yeah, I guess we can only have one pump fund open at a time, or else it kills it for some reason. That's sort of silly, but oh well. We deal with what we got. So no sleeps. Yeah, we have things up the sleeves, I think. We ended up, had to design out like a new wallet campaign for our protocol today. So had some fun. Shout out to our friend that helped us with that today. Great team. And so, yeah. But as we're going to finish up what we have going on with Hawk5, we're going to clear out some stuff on Beefy. So one of the things that we did do last night, as we were closing everything down, we had spent a soul on buying crime as the show ended. So that put us at roughly, I don't know where it's at. We have to find the crime. There it is. So that's what we bought at the end of the night as the show was ending. And so that brings our total soul withdrawal drawdown by 1 soul. But then we spent another soul getting into a position Mira. And that was simply because we liked how it was moving, and we didn't want to wait 24 hours to get into that position. We could wait for some of the other ones, but this was one that we wanted to get into right away, so we did. So that's what we did there. Let's more ums. I apologize. I have to work on it. I know I do. But I also don't. So that's fine with me. And oh man, Feg Army. I have not seen a Feg soldier for a while. Feed every gorilla. I miss the old Feg Rock days. Those were fun days. Let's see here. So we're gonna finish up doing our position findings, and okay. Yeah, I feel dangerous. Let's go. GM, you're muted.
Hello, bro. How you doing?
I'm doing well, Wesley. How are you doing?
Yeah, man, I'm good. The fake days are coming back, bro.
So yeah, no, I did a lot of stuff in the day with Feg. So, I haven't checked into TG in like a long time. But if something interesting and cool is happening, amazing. But I feel like there was just too many failures with smart contract with smart DeFi that just sort of, and the thing that like it was like too much isolation. Like we can't go do other things. We can't go talk to other people. We can't go use things that have already been built. We have to build it ourselves. I don't like that isolation mentality, you know?
Yeah, no, I understand, man. I understand that. Obviously, Fake Rock's obviously learning curve for him throughout the last 4 years. Completely rebuilt Smart DeFi now. And only on one chain now. I don't know if you know that, but
BSC.
We're only on BSC now. So so it just brings it all together a little bit. He's working on something at the moment that is going to be unreal.
RCR still around?
Yeah, RTR's the man. Yeah. RTR at the moment has gone and met up with Dubo and a few others, and they're doing some content creation with our mascot gorilla suit that we've had made. So yeah, it's good. It's looking good.
Nice. I actually probably need to connect with RTR because me and him live in the same city. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I used to hop in all the time on the Telegram, because 24-hour Telegram live, late at night with like Lyndon. I don't know if Lyndon from New Zealand is still around.
Yeah, Lyndon's still around. Paul's still around. AZ's still around. Like there's some, I got in 3 months into, 2 months after the project launch. So I'm still around. All the OGs are still there.
Okay, so then you and me were in it around the same time. Do you remember Blue Couch Radio?
Yeah, of course I remember Blue Couch.
Yeah, used to help Blue Couch. Had one of my old game projects on Blue Couch. Taco Cat way back in the day. So yeah, I got some history with Feg.
Yeah, well, do you know what? We're starting now to really push the spaces. So, you know, we're going on as a community. We're jumping into people's spaces that are talking about crypto. Funny enough, I'm just at work and I'm a little bit. I run a food shack now, so and it was a bit slow. And I thought, well, I'll jump on spaces, we'll see what's happening. And yours just popped up. I was just like, oh well, I'll just jump in there for a minute.
Nice.
And then when you said, oh, I've not seen Feg for a while, I was like, wow.
Yeah. I'm always willing to happy to have RTR on the show and walk through what's currently going on in Feg and have some fun with it. There's nothing fundamentally wrong at any level with Feg, where obviously there's been smart contract issues. And this is where I like the belief in isolation type of stuff. That was what turned me away. In a world of interoperability, where why should someone say no to money somewhere else if why can't I diversify? It's either this way or the highway. That was sort of like the thing that was like, all right, cool. I can go find money elsewhere.
Yeah, no, I understand where you're coming from with that. I think at the time, FegRox was trying to build something, in front of the curve. So, to go, wow, look at us, we're in the front, we're leading the tech, and we built it ourselves. We don't need to fork off anyone else's build and stuff like that. But obviously, we've had a few issues over the last 4 years.
It wasn't forking issue. It wasn't like forking someone else's protocol, but it was like implementing other people's like, okay, cool. This company makes and sells forks. We need forks because we run a shack. And instead of saying, well, hey, instead of buying forks from him to disperse, we're going to go spend all this time and energy and research learning how to make, forks. And then you forget like the fundamental piece on like forks or something like that, because it's your first time doing it. And so you don't have that battle testedness, I guess. That was the thing that was push off. And I keep interrupting you and I apologize for that.
Oh, no, man, you're all good. Don't worry. That's fine. And like I say, I fully understand what you mean. And now we've got the battleground. Now we've been in that battleground, and I think Rox understands a lot more about what he's doing. Like I say, that I can't say too much about the new thing that he's doing, but it's going to be groundbreaking. It's going to be very good for BSC. It's actually really cool. It's actually really cool, man.
Yeah. Quick shout out to everyone that's joining us. Shout out to everyone on LinkedIn, Player One Taco, YouTube, 0x Degens, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Telegram, Rumble, Kick, on-chain via Abstract, and on-chain via the Arena. And shout out to Johnny, Fight Capital NFT, joining us in Twitter videos, and Yeshin and MD and 0x5 that are saying hi. We are talking right now crime, but right now we have Wesley from the Feg Army joining us. So yeah, no, I am down. I'm down. Happy to see that Feg is making a comeback. Did the name change ever happen, or is it still Feed Every Gorilla? Well, fuck Emily Goat. I mean, Feed Every Gorilla.
Yeah, sorry. So obviously we changed the logos, etc. And we went away from the meme coin kind of image, and we went more business-like with a logo. But we we decided that the meme coin was the gorilla was more fun. It was more meme-y, so we then reverted back. But the name Feed Every Gorilla is still the same. I think a lot of people know us now as Feed Every Gorilla instead of Feg, so which is quite good.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. And we're trying to keep Feed Every Gorilla and Smart DeFi as two separate things. So you've got obviously with Feg being the governance token of Smart DeFi, we're trying to separate them. So Smart DeFi has its own logos, etc.
Yeah.
But some of the projects on there at the moment are killing it, to be fair. Nice. Noma and XPX with Rico Moneybags, they're really doing well.
Nice. Yeah, I would have to take a deep dive. Yeah, so let me see when my last chat was with them. Like a year ago. Yeah, literally June 18th was my last talk with RTR. Funny, you came up in convo today. So yeah, have to see if RTR ever wants to come on TacoBytes, and we can talk about it. So that would be fun. That would be a walk down memory lane.
Yeah, man, I can arrange that. I'll have a chat with him. Like I say, he's away for a few days in the studio with Dubo doing some content creation, which is going to be good. So when he comes back from that, I shall have a chat with him. I'll set it up.
Nice. Yeah. Tell him I DM'd him on TG. And shout out to Fight Capital. Yes, I should be in Las Vegas next week for BTC Vegas and Tokenize. So it'll be good to see you too, man. Are you coming out to Bitcoin Vegas, Wes?
No, I won't be. I'm from the UK, so I'm going to be. There's a big blockchain conference expo in London on the 22nd, 23rd of October this year. So I'm going to be going to that one.
Zebu Live. Nice. Zebu's a good conference. There should be another one coming up in the financial district. I don't know the dates for it yet, but called DeFinancial. It's gonna either be like a 1 or 2 day thing. So when I learn more about it, I'll let you know. But London has some good communities and stuff like that in there.
Yeah, it's all about networking. That's what it's about. It's about learning new things, networking, seeing what new technology is being implemented into the space. I do believe that it's going to get mass adoption, fairly soon. With what's going on with the governments now, everyone locking up Bitcoin, and even the UK are on about doing the treasury of Bitcoin now. So it won't be long.
Yeah, I was in London last year for a month, from like March to April during the Digital Asset Summit and the first Coliseum hackathon. So that was some fun stuff there.
Yeah, it's funny because in the UK, crypto is still frowned upon at the moment. So, you speak to people about crypto, they go, oh, really? And it's like trying to educate these people It's like a different kind of banking system, isn't it? Decentralized banking, but a lot of people are still wary and scared about investing in cryptocurrencies.
Yeah. No. What was funny is like one of the things, like one of the big things that was big in the UK. Hex got really big in the UK as well.
Yeah, Hex. Unfortunately, I missed out on Hex, but yeah, Hex did get really big in the UK.
You didn't miss out on anything. You're not missing out. Same thing. They got into this isolation thing, and I think that is like, if you don't, what we've seen in society, in the world, when civilizations isolate, they eventually die. And I think that's one of the hardest things RTR responded, hopefully not too bad. No.
Just to tell him you got me up.
No. Actually, talking with
just say Olsen.
Olsen. Wesley.
He doesn't know my first name.
Oh, okay.
he just knows me as Feg Army Olsen.
With Olsen. Actually talking with Olsen right now. Old memories coming up. Good times. On the show sometime. All things Fag. All right. So yeah, I let him know. Yeshin GM. But yes, I will be in Vegas. The fun thing about this is literally running like 7 chats right now. That's always a fun thing. So, yeah. Yeah, we can figure out a time sometime, between now and, maybe next week or something like that to do a Feg show and talk all things Feg. You can let him know. Unlike Blue Couch or anyone else, I don't charge a dime. So maybe you can tell me what to do to burn my old Feg and get new Feg, or burn my rocks and get new rocks or something like that.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, yeah, so you can't do any of that now. What chain was you holding your Feg on?
BSC. I was only ever a BSC Fegger.
Yeah, BSC. So you may just have to. I don't know whether you migrated, or did you migrate at all?
I don't know. There was like, there's like, I don't know. I might have. I don't think so.
All right. Okay. Because migration. The whole of the migration is closed now. There's no migrating anymore. We put an end to that. That was kind of one of the things that were keeping us in the past. You know, everyone going, "Oh, how do I migrate? How do I migrate?" And then so we put a date out of when migration was going to end, and all the people that held Rox token and Ethereum side got airdropped BSC.
All right.
Yeah, so you may just need to add a contract, and hopefully you would have been airdropped it on the BS, airdrop the new token if you didn't upgrade to V3.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. So, yeah, it's fun times, but yeah.
like I say, we just had to cut what was holding us back away, and basically, in a way, start fresh. You know.
Yep.
So ending the migration was just another step forward in going forward.
Yep. No, I understand that. So, yeah. Fun times. Heck yeah. So, you interested in hearing about what we're doing today? What we're covering?
Yeah. That's why I jumped into this, and I wasn't expecting to speak.
No, not at all. Totally. So yeah, no. Crime. We launched Crime a few days ago. Just one of the many things we've sort of designed out a plan. So it started out of I don't know if you follow Solana at all, but there was a serial rugger called Sahil who got used to work with a lot of different celebrities in some way, shape, or form, and launch pump funds that they could just walk away from, sort of just reckon everyone that was involved in and out, and maximum extract value, max extract. And so saw something like that that we thought was coming up, so we wanted to front run that, and so we front ran that. Crime, is it a crime? Turned out Snoop was launching a new album called Is It a Crime? And so from there, we decided to take crime into our own hands and lock up crime. So we've been the purpose of it is buying it up, locking it up in some way, shape, or form, following. But we'll get into some of the new aspects of what we plan on doing with crime, which is going to be some fun things, I think. So yeah, we have some fun things planned for crime, and hope that we have yeah. 3x9. I will hit you up when I get to Vegas. You got me on TG, so that is sort of crime. But one of the things that we do that we sort of show and walk through everything is how we sort of one of the major things is we provide liquidity to a ton of different protocols, and so that is what we're sort of walking through right now as we're placing protocols and we're live, on all our different places. So. This is sort of the fun side of things where we get to cover what we do, but have a little fun with it at the same time, and build cool projects, So we're going to go into story time in a little bit once I get all of these positions made. And yeah, from there, who knows what we're going to do.
Yeah, so it's on Solana. See, I've always every project that I've jumped in on Solana has been a rug. Every single one I've done, and I'm just like, even though I do, obviously I do my own research, I look and I think, wow, this could actually do, this could go places. But yeah, they always end up pulling liquidity, and you just think, and this is what it winds me up with Pump Fund, because it's just there and it's just set up for rug pulls, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, it's sort of like like the old BSC factories and stuff. Anyone can launch a coin. Where we saw a lot, so that's sort of where, what we sort of wanted to stop, because like as soon as we think like, markets are taking off or something melts and, takes the steam out of everyone. And, like the common line is, this is why we can't have nice things. And so the thought on this is, it's time we finally have nice things. So we've been buying, we bought up about 15% of the supply, and we have either locked it away and burned LP tokens in Meteora. We've burned LP in Radium, and then we've locked another about 10% into Jupiter vaults for like 10,000 years, as well as into Streamflow. And then we locked, 3% into, or no, 2% into an airdrop for roughly around 103,000 wallets. And that's there forever for someone to claim or not. And then we have about 1% supply locked into a forever staking contract where people can lock their token up from anywhere from 3 days to 100 years and getting, a little bit of, getting that drip forever from that. So we have some new things that we're going to be coming out with for Crime to actually be used for over the next, that we're going to get into. So right now we're just literally making positions on HawkFi, where this is, one of the things that we do is, we provide liquidity on HawkFi. We provide liquidity to like 60 plus projects. So that was the easy, so now we close out those positions, and now we're just remaking them so that, that's where we make our fees and we make our money, So that's sort of what we're covering.
That sounds real cool, man. Real cool. Yeah. Maybe I'm going to have to come and have a look at this.
Yeah. I would recommend, you can buy it like on Jupiter, Meteora, or Radium, but right now, like, we're still in bonding. So like Pump Fund is the place to buy it, where that would help to the bond. But, you do what you want to do. But that would be my suggestion, just so that way it helps the bonding curve. Because I set the time lock wrong on the Meteora and Radium pools so that they were instantly available. So you could go buy it from Jupiter, but it's basically you're just buying the Crime that I already bought and locked away, rather than buying it from the liquidity pool. So that's where we've been having a lot of volume, unfortunately, and that was my fault. I messed up on that. But when you burn and lock LP away forever, you really can't, you're stuck with what you got. So yeah,
man. When I finish work day, I should have a little dive in, and but obviously I'm going to stay tuned in, listening, etc. So yeah,
all right,
sounds good.
Definitely. But as we do this, let's see here. What do we got? Oh, we're keeping track of what we're doing on a spreadsheet, because, spreadsheets are great for tracking numbers. And that's what we wanted to do. So that's some of the fun stuff that we're doing. But, the way we can push Crime is Crime tokens have been made. The last one that we found was made 4 years ago, or not 4 years, 4 months ago. But other than that, what's been really crazy with Crime tokens is they've just been sort of focused on one person, when the virality of, is it a crime? You can, anytime something happens, you can be like, is that a crime? And you can question that. And that's one of those things that we don't really see. No one really questions if that was a crime or not. And so how is that question answered? And that's sort of what dropping a few hints of what we might be doing with this later on. And so, yeah, that's that's the fun side of this. 3x9, can you show me later how I stake with you? Yes. I can show that right now. So I will go to the website, but the staking site is also in the Telegram, and I'll pull that up right now as well. All right, let me save that position. All right, so the easiest way you can do this is from Twitter. You can go to Streamflow. This is the quick and easy, safe way, rather than me giving you some link, but then you can see how it's done your way. And so Streamflow, we then go to their link tree to go to their website. Stake stream now. I think we have some rewards. We have to turn our VPN on. We don't want to do that. So you can go to Streamflow, which is streamflow.finance, and you can go to click on their staking side over here. And then obviously you can just type in crime. Crime will show up. And you'll see here that we have a total of 1 million crime in the rewards pool. We're obviously going to be updating that as we go, adding more and more to that as we go. So we can actually we're gonna lock up more now. Why not? Let's lock up another million plus, so you can sort of see what this looks like. And there we go. So another roughly 1.9 million crime is locked away forever in the rewards pool. And so that goes to anyone that is staking anywhere from 3 days to 100 years. So now that we have that, let me refresh the page so my balance goes right. You can see here I have this roughly 1.8 million between two different, all locked away for 100 years. So we can do that again. We can max lock what we have left, and we can stake that, but we're going to probably burn this right now. Yeah, as you can see, we have 1.8 million crime locked away for 100 years. So that is how you can do that 3x9. That's how you can earn crime. The other way you can earn crime, so I partnered with Ruby Corporation. So Ruby Corporation, simple little game, but you can lock up your crime with them, and you can play the game. And if you win, you earn, I think the locking period is 1 day. But you can begin with, let's see here, campaign. Launching view active campaign. Close. All right, so we'll have to talk to him to get back in, get that back on. But let's see. All right. So free play basically shows you what the game is like, and this is where you are basically drop and dragging and loading up a spaceship to then man. Oh, yeah. This is basically what you're doing is there we go. And so by playing this and winning, you get to earn token back. So that is sort of what's going on with Ruby Corp. So I'll actually go talk to Ruby Corp right now. Let's see here. Where is Boom. All right. Let's go. GM. Season is over. We're going for a little bit. Yeah. All right. So we get to see what he's saying. I had to send you back crime tokens. Okay. Okay. How can we go longer? Locking up the game for a couple weeks. Okay. Oh, okay. So, how can the crime family help? Opening up again with our own token to give out. Marketing chapter. That's something that we excel at. Let's go. Let's have a proper call. Nope. All right. There we go. All right. All right. So, yeah. Looks like Ruby Corp is down for now. Yeah. So crime, and then at the same time for airdrops, for those that, as you can see here, we have 15,000 wallets set up for crime airdrop, and we have another 89,000 wallets. I don't even know if I'm eligible for. Do I? No, I'm not eligible for that airdrop. Am I eligible for this airdrop? I'm not even eligible. I'm not even eligible for this airdrop. So, clawback available now. No. Come back to Creator Wallet. Yeah, no. So yeah. But I have claimable airdrops. Let's see here. CNC. Bonk. And let's start it up. Can only, since it's a vested, any unclaimed tokens will be returned to the center. Claim out has been released. Okay. So, yeah. All right. Here's a lot of unvalued airdrops. Total allocation. Neo boop with. All right. So, any up? Nope. No airdrops. So, that is Streamflow stake. Access restricted. All right. Yeah. We're not going to turn our VPN on now. We're going to finish up this HawkFi stuff. DBR. Did we messed up. All right. So DBR tokens. Control Z. Balance. Control C. All right. And then we're just going to go back and finish all of these drops. Pain. Once we finish all of these, we will go into story time. So that's the fun side. Millis, I am good. 3x9. That's the great thing about airdrops. I just pick communities, and it has a snapshot of all their wallets. So, not showing favorites with crime, man. Is that the right pain pool? Let's see. Pain. Yep, that's the right pain pool. So we'll create that position. All our pain. No pain, no gain. There we go. Auto rebalance. Raw slippage. Liquidity rebalance. Save and close. All right. Next up, RFC. Wait, let's cancel that for a second. Let's do what we're supposed to do rather than me forgetting to do that. But input. There we go. That way I'm not forgetting my position pieces. Melissa, how are you doing? Melissa, 900. GM to you, bro. Fixing our slippage. Bumping it up to 1%. And then liquidity reshape. Back over to 1. LFG, I just want to shout out. I see you. I hope you are well. Moby. So this is what we're doing here. So we're moving more into our position pieces. We are being greedy, I guess, a little bit. We are picking only the Meteora pools, even though there might be some better rewards on Orca, and that's just because we're going into major Meteora farming, I guess you could say. And by using Hawkeye, we're farming both H5 points and Met points as well. So that is what we're doing. There we go. And all right. Unicorn fart dust. Nope, that is the Orca pool. Yeah, all right. So we'll go in one-sided on Orca. And let's see here. Oh. Reset price range. Oh, okay. We broke it. All right. Let's go set this up over here. All right. So UFD, dollar value, confirm and create. Oh, is this reverting? All right. Back. Why is this reverting? All right. Do. Refresh. custom. All right, it's not liking us doing that, so let's do it again. All. It's not liking that. All right. We will step out of that for a second then. Let's see. Oh, nope. I need the contract. All right. Sol UFD, UFD Sol. We'll get into this bin. Create position. Bid ask. All one-sided. And confirm create. Yep. All right. Auto rebalance. Turn that on. Fix our slippage. Liquidity shape on rebalance. Save and close. Rinse and repeat. That's all we got to do. USDT, we're going to swap. Swap to USDC. No, I guess we're not going to do that within. I don't want to lose that. I don't want to lose 57 cents. So, all right. We'll do that elsewhere. Mid Ali Joni Khan. I am doing well. How are you? I hope you are well. All right. Render token. That's going to be a Orca pool. Yep. NOS render. Let's see. I don't think this pool. Yep. All right. Sol render. Let's see if we can do this. Dump this one-sided. I'll render. And value. All right. And then all right, let's see if we can create that position. Yep, nope, it is failing for us. Oh, man. All right, so back again. If we reset this, reset price range, All right. Let's create that position. All. Yeah. All right. So yeah, we are. Oh, it's probably okay. Egg positions are not working right now, I think, for Orca. So we might have to leave the egg to do Orca positions. We're fine with that. But we wanted to do things within the egg. The drop with cheese. GM. How are you doing? You demand. Trump fart coin. Major payouts. Let's see. Let's see what the Meteor only ones look like. Trump USDC, Trump Pengu. Yeah, we're going into this Trump. We'll create that position. So all Trump. Control C, Trump. Control V. Oh, there's the dollar value. Perfect. We'll throw all our USDC in there as well, just so there's something for it to grab up. The drop, I think I saw you in Canada. Am I right? MD Ali, thank you for the love. All right. Fixing this. Fixing our 1% there. Rebalance to bid ask. Save and close. All right. When is Shitcoin conference? What is the date of the Shitcoin conference? The drop? May 30th. Yes, I should be there for that. DM me the info on it. When you get a chance, please and thank you. All right. Oh. Let's see here. Yeah, we're having issues with going anything other than, and that's just because. Yes, I will be in Vegas on those dates. I might be over at Tokenize a bit, but send me the dates for it and send me the info for it. Jupsol MSol. All right. Create position. Bid ask. MSol. Where's MSol? Okay. And MSol is paired to JLP. There we go. For those that are going to be in Vegas, Shitcoin conference is May 30th to May 31st. So, yeah. Always around Bitcoin conferences, the Shitcoin conference. Auto configurations. Take profits. Okay. Save and close. All right. Dark Eclipse. Dark Soul. All right. Oh. All right. Auto rebalance. Set up. All right. Bid ask, save and close. Control C that. All right. Pools. We have a couple pools that we missed that we're going to have to go reset, or not reset, but grab the numbers from once we get all done with this. Misol. All right. Control C. Create position. We got to change that configuration. Auto rebalance spot to bid ask. Save and close. All right. There we go. Next up, house coin. All right. House soul. Bid ask. House. Mm-hmm. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Mm-hmm. Save and close. All right. Let's go cat. All right. Can we get to 85%? So I do something crazy at 85%. I'll do something cool at 85%. If we can get to 85%, that would be awesome. We can dump after that, but let's get to 85%. To do. Oh, no. All right. There's that. All right. Create position. Oh. Buy. Yeah, at 85%, I'll buy again. Any new messages down below? Yeah. Rebalance. Mm-hmm. 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 Yapster. All right, 0 USDT, USD 0. Doing that. Auto rebalance. All right. Let's see here. All right. Next up, Fartcoin. Actually, let's swap this real quick. USDT. We're going to swap that to USDC. We're going to. Where's our phone? I don't even know where our phone's at. Oh, there it is. Don't worry, we found our phone. There we go. Let's see. All right. Souffleur. Okay. There we go. All right. All right. Boom. All right. Received. Done. Perfect. Now, let's see. When token. There's when. Let's work on these. When soul. C V C V. All right. And we'll fix that position. Autobot 88, thank you. Oh, and I got to, so just so everyone knows, because last night someone kept fudding, or not even fudding, but screaming, check the bubble maps. And we went over the bubble maps. And so I'm friends with the CEO of Bubble Maps, Nick. So I sent him a DM, and he responded back briefly asking me where that chart was from. So let me see if okay. Yeah, he just asked, and so I bubble maps within Pump Fun. So let's go back and see. Bubble maps, bubble maps, bubble. Oh man, I freaking love this song. V2 waitlist. Oh wait, no. I think I should be beyond the V2 waitlist now. Oh, I have a email I have to go check. So there it is. All right, log in. Oh, all right. I have to. Oh man, what is my login? We'll figure it out. But we'll pull that out. So just wanted to show that up, that we had movement on that. So yeah. All right, next up, your mom. Boom. Did we set those pools? We did. All right. Your mom USDC, your mom Soul. Yeah. Your mom. Vamp 2. All right. Vamp 2. Vamp the vamp coin. This one's dumped so much, it's sort of hilarious. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're not even gonna. We won't touch that for now. We're gonna say no to that. We're gonna sell that off. Troll. Troll soul. Actually, let me check something. Troll soul 2%. Yes, that's what we're getting into. All right. Confirm. All right. Next up, Bitcoin. All right, we're at 81%. I see you. All right. Let's see. Next up, stream. Stream flow. Yeah. Are you off too? All right. Control C. Control V. Ooh. Save and close. All right. Next up, SSE. We got like none of it left. I think we're just going to sell this off. Yeah. We're just going to sell that off. All right. So SSE 0. Samo. Let's find Samo. There we go. Samo. Samo Bonk, Samo Soul. We'll add more to that. BBHC, thank you for the follow. Sorrowful, GM. I'm sad for the sad faces that you have. Samo. All right. There we go. Boom. Spot. Bid ask. All right. Next up, Quakey. Quakey. Pump. All right. Quakey coins. Quaking coins. Sure. That way it gets 2 of them off our table. Quakey. Coins. all. All right. Auto rebalance. Save and close. Jelly. Oh, nope. There's something on the bottom of the list. Bitcoin. All right. Let's go. All right. Looks like Bitcoin has taken a dive. Might be time to say goodbye to that. So, yeah. Say bye to Bitcoin for now. Phoenix Soul. A little bit. Black cat. Control C. Control V. There we go. Mm-hmm. 1% on both of those. Bid ask. Save and close. Next up, pain. Can't find pain on my list, so I'll just go. There we go. There's pain. We already made a position, so Control C, Control V. All right. And then nobody is next. All right. Mm-hmm. V. V. There we go. Oh, we're down to 76%. That's okay. There's a whole bunch of things we can do with crime. So just sort of covering a little bit of that, I guess. You know, what we have sort of planned. Taken a lot of different things that have been successful in different ways and bringing them together, I think is something that Melania USDC. There we go. All right. So we already have that position. Let's bonk. Right. There we go. Okay. Firm and create. Oh, shoot. Forgot. There we go. Bid ask. All right. Next up is jelly. Let's fix this real quick. There we go. Now we can see everything. All right. And yeah, jelly. Gork. Take Gork right now, just because it's there. Soul Gork. Gork, Soul. Bid ask. All right. Refresh. Configure. Save and close. C was selected. All right. That was Gork. Finish that. All right. Jelly. Mm-hmm. All right. Mm-hmm. There we go. Confirm and create. All right. There we go. We set that right. Yep. All right. Jelly, jelly. Icon. Bonk. Bonk creation. That's bonk. Confirm and create. Oh, shoot. Forgot. There we go. Save and close. Okay. ICM. I think we already made it Internet Capital. We did. All right. Hodler. I think we might have sold that, but let's check. No, not Ho. Hodler. Hodler sold. All right. Do we have any of that token left? Nope, we are all out of it. So we are no longer a hodler. All right. Pools. Ghibli we already made. There we go. Let's see here. On this one, we're going to have to look at automations, initial deposits, and that will give us those numbers. So, okay. Fart coin we still hold. Let's see. Yeah. Let's go. All right. No, we want to be part of the Orca pool. Sold fart coin. There. Create position. All. Fuck it. We're in. I'm gonna let this one pay out like it has been. Auto rebalance. Auto rebalance on. 1%. Save and close. And run. All right. Render now working. Let's see. Okay. Create position. All right. Render. Yep. So we have the render. So we're just going to create that. Try again. There it is. All right. Then we'll fix that. We're getting this application error. All right. So render's done. Wrap sole. We got to go get out of our wrap sole. All right. Blaze. Blaze sole. Blaze B sole. Blaze jupe. No. All right. Blaze B sole. Blaze B sole done. Okay. All right. Now where are we at? Let's see. Enron. Excess. Nope. All right. Excess. Rebalance. 1%. There you go. Boop is next. All right. Pools. Mm-hmm. Bid ask. Let's see. Boop. All right. $1 there. 1% there. Save and close. All right. I'm on. I should have gone in on 0 and sold this off, but oh well. All right. And then Satoshi. All right, let's see. Can we enter this pool? No, because it is a radium pool. And Satoshi sold right there. All right. Confirm and create. See it anyway. Auto rebalance. All right, pools. We got to find our bonk pool. Dashboard. Takes forever now to load. How long does regular Hawkfly take? Sign message. Fetching all of our positions. All right. Let's find the bonk. Open that in a new tab. There we go. Did you open up the wrong? You opened up the wrong thing for us. So render. There it is. Bonk, we have right. All right, see the dollar amount. Tripper and Enron. Lotus. Gideon, right on. Thank you for the support and follow. Jisan, thank you for the follow. Lotus, thank you for the follow. And Crypto Talk, thank you for the follow. All right. So, what is it? Is it all bonk? All right. So back to all pools. Actually, we're going to do something here. We are going to disconnect that wallet. Okay. we are going to connect Soulflare. Sign. Soulflare. Oh, it gives us a whole thing. All right. So let's see. Bitcoin. Play button. All pools. Let's see. Play button. 110% off. All right. So that's one. Bitcoin. It is let's see. Yeah. It's off. All right. View all. Enron. Chirp. Let's chirp it. Chirp it up. Chirp and Enron. All right, there's that. Confirm and create. Auto rebalance. All right. Enron. Enron. What is this? Oh, that's chirp. View all. Okay. I'm going to go for all pools. All right. Bid ask. We are, hi Kim, GM, Mr. T. Yeah, Yeshi, GM, Yishi. There we go. What's the story time? What did I miss? You XEX, you didn't miss story time. Story time is if we had hit 89% the other day, my backstory a little bit in Web3. That was what was asked about, and I said yes, I would do that as soon as I get these LP positions done with, and I am done with them. I think now I just have to take note of certain numbers and done with my spreadsheet because yeah, save and close. Okay, all pools, I think we have everything. Oh, the one that we nope. AI. There we go. We're in this one. We went in with a soul. Mira AI. So we went in with one soul. Where are we now? 1-1-1. So yeah. One soul. One soul. We'll keep it a track that way. There we go. All right. I think that is. Let's fix this now. Okay. Delete. Shift cells up. Okay. Bitcoin. Delete. Shift cells up. SSE. Delete. Shift cells up. Delete. All right. We'll leave Mira AI blank, just so. Oh, nope. That's where we put her. All right. But we got to go back over to totals now. And so we're going to put in how many pools we have, ending balance, ending soul balance. We have to add 2 soul to our balance. 14. So 16.41428. How many positions? We'll find that out in a second. And then current price soul via coin market cap 167. Oh man. 0.97. Oh, we'll just make that 168. 102. Did our Bitcoin position liquidate? Let's see. Oh, nope, still going. All right. Oh, we will see. All right. All right, so we have 62 positions and 5, 7, 22, 20. So that is our ending streak of that. So as you can see here, when we close everything out, how much we have in our Hawk wallet, our total claims, and we've been clearing out our Hawk wallet. So Hawk wallet's not a good tracker, but total claims at the time. And so what we can do here, total fees. And so we have that. We got that number. 2903. 2903. 2903. 332. 0.332. Yeah. So during that period, we got, ending in that period, we got $2,900 in fees. So, yeah, not bad. As you can see, our ending balance was a little bit lower, but we claimed back a lot of SOL. Plus, we claimed back yeah. $2,900 in fees, just over that, puts us over that ending balance of where we were at alone, 77. Yeah, so it's a Hawk wallet. So we'll end that. We'll put that here because we're going to do our next claim. What are we going to do it? Um, 524. So, yeah. That way we'll have, actually, no, not 524. Eight, 9, 10, 11. Uh, 526. 25. There we go. So we'll save that. That's where we are at. let's disconnect this wallet. There we go. And we'll connect Phantom. There we go. And we will sign. All right. Now everything should be on compounding and auto rebalance. And we have this one we have to fix. All right. Turn auto rebalance on there. That was our Orca position. I don't know if we'll be able to do it from this or if it will fail. Yeah, it's failing. So if we go back over to Hawk site, that might. No matching strategies. There it is. Sign. All right. You set up your automations there before the support for Hawk site is discontinued. All right. So all we can do now is withdraw liquidity, claim fees and rewards, and close positions. All right. We keep getting a client-side error. Let's let Hawk site know. HawkFi. Why? Should I? All right. GM. I am having issues with the render Sol markup pool. Every open the page, it crashes. I can't. When I go to client, when I just down. All right, there we go. Notifications. GM. All right. Where are we at? We're at 76%. Time to buy some more crime. I love the drop. Let's see. All right. So now let's go see. Are there any other good pools to get into? Mew, slub, bonk. Okay, it's XBT, Soul. We're gonna get into that. How we get into this new position? Simple. One Soul. All right. Set up auto rebalance. Launch coin. Kekis Soul. Soul USDC. We've missed out on this one for a few days. We should just get into it. There we go. That puts us at 64 positions. Turn on auto rebalance. Save and close. Oh. Configure. Bid ask. All right. Let's go. All right. All pools. Anything else? What's the last one we should get into? Let's see. Let's grab this contract and see what other pools, if that really is launch coin on believe. 7%. Yeah, let's get into that. There we go, 65. And over the next week, we'll probably find 4 more pools to get into. Let's see. VPN. And we're going to lose our stream. We're going to have to... it's over this. It's other this. Okay. Let's see here. If we'll reset the stream if we have to. All right. Nope, we're good. And try again. Oh. Yeah. Let's see. Exit out. Refresh. Create. Bid ask. 1. We'll try 1%. We'll try to get into this. Oh my gosh, it's not working. All right, so we can't get into this pool. Let's try this other one. There we go. Bid ask. Create that. Oh, we're just not having a good time getting into these. Ah, it did. Back. Huh. Very high. Huh. Okay. Weird. All right. Maybe why it's not letting us get into the launch coin. Startup. Yeah, that one just looks fake to us, so we can always look at it. See the token. Yeah, 7% difference. Startup. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I think that's sort of the universe saying enough. So we'll leave that at enough for now. But we'll go into story time because we 100% owe you that. And then, yeah. So story time. Who am I? What do I do? In short, my name is Player One Taco. I have been blockchain since 2012. Started as a Bitcoin miner. I was running a sports book at the time, and yeah, had access to a computer lab, so had got my hands on the white paper, and was like, okay. And some of my clients would take it, and so started up a mining operation, partitioning the hard drives. So whenever the computers weren't being used, they were mining. And then, was the next year, was able to sell all my positions and sell my book. 2015, was still dabbling, knew about Bitcoin and everything like that. But 2015 started working for a game company, and I've had the name Player One since 2008. So started working as a community dev liaison for this game company called Supercell for Clash of Clans. And so I then became known as Player One Clash. Community dev liaison was what they called interns back then. But not paid positions and stuff like that. I got, inner circle with like the team, and, then, passing that information on to the community. Then went to my first conference in 2016. It was a Bitcoin meetup sort of talk day, called a conference. It was, a lot of different talks and stuff that there was a lot more there. Got me into a few other things. One of the things that ended up getting me into was a couple different marketing positions for a couple different projects that went through the ICO phase. And so that was an interesting time, learning firsthand of compartmentalization. And, sometimes it's not smart to just do the job you're done, but like find out everything else that's going on and have a hand, have a say, be part of the team, not just a drone. And then 2018, started working for another game company, and this is all on the side. I was working for the state at the time, overseeing my state and a few other states in healthcare, teaching families and teaching adults how to be host home providers, take care of other adults. So oversaw a couple different states, management systems and stuff like that, training. DAO stuff really started interesting me. And so, I had this idea for Provider DAO because like a lot of people that wanted to become host home providers, they would say that they could do something, but then there was like no check on it. And so like at the time and still, home audits consisted of roughly 20 questions, if that. Some were 30 depending on which state. But I basically made like a 150-point checklist and started to get kickback from people in my organization because making a 150-point checklist was too intrusive. And I was like, we're basically having people take care of adults that are incapable of taking care of themselves and asking them what consists of a diabetic diet is too intrusive, or them saying that they had a wheelchair accessible home because they got paid more for if they were taking care of someone in a wheelchair, and measuring their front door because a lot of people owned homes that were built in like the 50s, and just, and so like great homes, beautiful homes, but they were built in the 50s, meaning they're doors, their front doors were standard 32 inches wide, and wheelchairs were on average 36 or wider. So how are you going? So this person is going to always have to enter through the back door or something like that. And, so things like that, measuring hallways. One of the really funny things I wanted to end up doing was sort of like how real estate started using Matterport technology. I wanted to use that to make profiles of providers. So really sort of like real estate in a way, sell the provider to families so that they had a better understanding of where their loved one was going. And this was considered too intrusive and everything like that. But the idea that I had on it was, okay, cool. They say they can make a diabetic diet or a glycemic, low glycemic diet. What does that actually consist of? Low sodium diet. What does that look like? What does that shopping look like? And then not check them off and write them off if they can't do that, but train them how to do it and reward them for learning how that training, So still own Provider DAO, and that's a dream piece on something down the road, but a standardization of providers being taught how to provide better care or expanding their knowledge base, because IDD adults, intellectually developmentally disabled adults, just they don't need everything done for them sometimes, but they just need a helping hand, and they can, so it was an interesting time, and so got moved into what was really hilarious. Upstairs really liked, what I was doing. And so, because the reason they liked it is because families really liked it, liked the amount of care and attention I put into things. So more and more families came. So got more and more clients, but, at a base level, a lot of kickback because, some providers were writing off like that. And so it was an interesting kickback, back and forth. And so ended up overseeing a couple different states, and, game company that we started, in 2020, Taco Cat started to take off and really grow. And then, ended up going into Web3 full time. And so, had worked really heavy, had started in, gotten into Cosmos and Polkadot really early. And so an opportunity came up to work in the Polkadot ecosystem. Worked for StellaSwap, while, running a game company and stuff like that. So, ended up working at StellaSwap for a long time. Still hold it in my titles and stuff like that. And still, work in the Slack and everything like that. But, a lot of interesting pieces there. And so then, from ended up working for a lot of different companies, here and there, sort of like gas on fire, needed marketing pieces, on the ground because my network was so deep, helping with technical integrations. I started up my own consulting firm as well, 0x Degens. And so expanded the networks, of people I knew, from going to conferences nonstop. And then, worked contract work for, Contract BD, basically just a referral source, for Hackin. Same thing for, Certic when it was good. Still okay. They do too much. And now they're just a standard, I guess, So there's that. Worked for a couple other, worked for Simplex. And then when they got bought out by Nuvei, The director of VP went over to Banksa and Ari, and he he called me up. He's like, "Hey, you work for Banksa now?" And I was like, "Okay." And then worked with a lot of different other companies, tokens, NFT projects, technical integrations, technical partnerships, artists, dev shops, all while going to different conferences all around the world nonstop. So I go to conferences pretty much nonstop. So that is my big thing. I get to interview founders, builders, see sort of what's being built on the front line, the alpha of talks, the connections IRL. And so travel the world doing that. Have been worked on a stablecoin project for a while, which was really cool. But what I've been working on for the last couple of years is Manifest AI, Manifest Network. Been alive for 4.5 years, and a Cosmos app chain's been live for 3.5 years. We just actually pushed mainnet at the beginning of April, but we're basically an internet provider, web hosting services, cloud compute. So anywhere you use the word AWS, Ali, Azure, you can replace with Manifest. So we run, we have 17 active, we have more, but we have 17 active tier 3 and tier 4 data centers around the world. And we basically provide, I use the simple term decentralized AWS, a decentralized cloud, but the right term that we sort of want to approach with it is sovereign. So sovereign AWS, sovereign hosting. Not only own your data, but control it as well. So whether providing bare metal, Kubernetes, SOC 2, the list of acronyms of services, just like an AWS experience, that is what we are. That is what we provide. What we sort of do in a little different way is how projects pay for services. So whether it's a pre-TGE project raising or something like that, I'm sort of chasing alpha. So I run our index fund, MFX. MFX is basically it's an index token of permanent capital. So we basically do token swaps with up and coming projects, and so we'll take a percentage supply of their token pre-TGE or if they're raising, and we will give them the same dollar value of MFX. So like I do $50,000 token swap. I will take $50,000 of their token at their $1 million market cap and burn that into our index fund, into our treasury board. And then I give them $50,000 of MFX. And so I'm getting in at like VC seed angel round prices. So what's cool is we're an actively managed treasury board. So when I say permanent capital, if you have MFX, you can't burn MFX and like get a little piece of all the other tokens. That permanent capital is backing it, sort of like, how a stock, a share backs a company. You don't sell your stock and get a little piece of like the company's assets. So bringing this Web 2 traditional finance piece into Web 3 on that permanent capital side. But what's really cool is now we've given MFX. We've given $50,000 worth of MFX to this company. So now, instead of them having to pay cash, or once they launch their token, sell their token for cash, which shorts their price to then pay their hosting services, they just burn MFX to pay for the same hosting services. So that helps the MFX ecosystem, that raises MFX's price, and then obviously continuously doing token swaps. So I even do like blue ocean like index funds where we seed other index funds. So we have pieces of other pies. So I think if you count all the other index tokens and stuff like that, we have around 200 projects total in the index fund or represented in the index fund. But managing it roughly around 525 million assets under management. So that's sort of like our market cap FDV, because tokens are minted based off of work on our node operator system. So we don't own any of the hardware, but we have roughly $50 million worth of hardware on our network. And this is where we've signed rental agreements through our node program to rent that hardware from them and paying them in tokens. And so that's sort of what we do. And I started creating content in 2018 because everything back then was really, really clean, highly edited, cartoonish, didn't look exactly like what, and, you're trading $100 and somehow the UI look, that you get $100 of the other token and you're like, oh, you forgot slippage, you forgot approvals, So I literally made my first video in 2018 because I was working for a second game company, EA, for Command & Conquer Rivals, and that's how I was known, Player One Rival at the time. And so I was like, I can make content. And so my first show was like Crypto Viking 101, and did different things from there. But it was a fun journey, and so worked on a lot of different shows, made a lot of different content, and so from here, one of the things when Twitter Spaces first opened, started making shows, helping with shows and stuff like that, and a friend sort of pushed me, and I kept talking about making my own show. A friend pushed me in the direction of doing it, and that's how TacoBytes was born, your daily bite of Degen. And so with that, I'm going to leave you guys and gals and everyone in between, and hope that you have an amazing night. So Prime is still pumping. Shout out to everyone in it. So let me drop that in all the different chats. It is fun to see. But yeah, so that is Crime in a nutshell. Or that's me in a nutshell. The idea behind Crime is, yes, I've launched 3 other pump fund tokens. One was a how-to video, when pump fund first launched. Second one was like don't buy this token, for like Jasper type of thing. I made a test burn token because I was doing a show going through what was that law firm that was trying to sue Pump Fund, and they were trying to say there was a burn contract in Pump Fund, and so I was like, it's been a long time since I've been on Pump Fund, so maybe I got to go see you got to go make a new token to go see what that's like. And so test burn, and then Crime started off on the aspect of not liking what Sahil had been doing and stuff. And so I had sort of been triggered, I guess you could say, by seeing a tweet from Snoop Dogg. I got a question. How many other, celebrities started off that Sahil got a hold of with that, and so, and then next was like, is it a crime? And like, oh crap, they're gonna like crime token, and so my idea was front run the hell out of that, make a token that wasn't rugged, that wouldn't rug. And so how that has evolved now is, Snoop Dogg launched his album, Is It a Crime? So is it a crime is still the question, is it a crime? And one of the things that we're looking at, it's going to take a couple, I'm looking at this as maybe like the next 3-4 months to get out the 3 to 4 months to get out the MVP, about a month for design, month for sourcing and everything like that, and testing and building, and then implementation and stuff like that. So one, crime, the idea of crime is locked up, as soon as, it seems like the entire ecosystem is pumping and stuff like that. Someone comes along, launches something that everyone falls into, and it just turns into a maximum extraction. And so the idea is, how do we fix that? Well, is it a crime? And so I've been buying all the crime and locking it up. I've been buying all the crime and burning it. I've burned close to 5% of the total supply of crime so far, and more will burn. More will get locked up. Be locked up for 100 years. I have one vault, I think, locked for 10,000 years. So the idea, though, that's sort of building is, we have the social economic pieces that people really like, betting on things, judging others, getting judged, or participating in judging others. It sounds like a jury to me, right? And or a plaintiff, like a Judge Judy type of thing. And then the prediction side of things has really taken off. But Supermicro, one of the really cool ones that I like is like Chomp. Chomp is not given the light of day of how cool it is. Really like what they're doing. But one of the things that I am sort of thinking, and this is going to evolve and expand, but you look at a prediction market page, and you're like, oh, the sports team, it's a win or lose. Well, prediction is it a crime? You put something up, you would either stake or burn crime to post a prediction. Obviously, as posting it, you get a piece of the pie of people voting yes or no. Is it a crime? And if is it a crime ends in too tight of a piece, then a jury is selected. But what's really cool, one of the things you can do every time you vote yes or no, you can make a statement, like a witness statement, like, is it a crime? Yes. Why? So you can provide evidence, I guess you could say. So from there, how that's going to look, you have witness statements. And then if the final decision, if like the timer on that, is it a crime, runs out and it's too narrow, then it goes to a jury. And so figuring out the mechanic piece of that would be like an implementation of like signing in with like a wallet, and then like using Privy for like email. And so then someone gets like an email notification, you've been nominated for a jury. And so then they go in. And so then how would I gamify that piece? One, for keep people from like ungaming that, but then gaming that at the same time to where it's fun for people. And so the jury would then weigh in. And so what would then happen is, if it goes to a jury, if people are too indecisive to decide if something is a crime or not, the jury looks at the statements, and then the jury votes. So then the jury would get a little piece of the pie. Obviously those that are betting which way, they get a pie. They get their pie. The person that made the board gets a little piece of the pie. So I think that there's some really cool pieces into that, because it could get toxic. I saw that, like, example, you posting a picture of, some lady in a dress. Is this a crime? The other side of it is, you go do a job for someone. You get hired by, to go shill, So this could be, you get hired to go shill some random BSC token or something like that, or some Solana token. And you're like, I was promised to be paid, $250 by so-and-so, you provide the evidence, and I did this, and this. And so like your statement, and they have not paid me. And so what would, the funny side of that is if the person that, didn't, supposedly didn't pay, did pay, they could put like no, and they could put the proof, like their witness statement, like I paid the person, here is the transaction, or they said that they were going to do this, and this is what they did, or they didn't do. And so like they could bet on that as like a counterpiece. And so it's sort of hilarious, the hilarious side of it. And so that's sort of like the ideal piece, because then what can be really happen on it is a lot of it can become immutable, and it can be hosted, on Manifest or anywhere to where it's on chain hosted, and then it just completely becomes automated. Never, 100% Oracle based. And, that's sort of like the idea. Or is a founder a crime? A founder walks away from a project. Is it a crime? It would put light on different scenarios that you might not see, that someone else sees. It could be used for a lot of fun, or Martha Stewart trading, stocks. Is it a crime? Nancy Pelosi. There's so much you can do with crime when it's not tied to just one person. So that's sort of the rough idea of crime that's going to come out over the next couple months. So, yeah, you heard it here first. That's probably might drip out some more information on that as it gets built out, but starting to know the team, gonna have some fun with this. So, that is it. We're gonna lock this up for the night. Want to thank everyone for joining us for TacoBytes, your daily bite of Degen, episode number 940, coming to you live from somewhere nowhere, Dallas, Texas. Crime time and LP setting. And so we ended up setting up 65 LP positions on HawkFi. We have them on auto compound for now. Sunday night, we will turn all the auto compounds off. And but as always, we end with two things: our words of wisdom and the greatest worst knock-knock joke on the face of the planet. And our words of wisdom are always the same. Closed mouth cannot be fed, and you cannot feed a closed mouth, meaning if no one knows you're looking for opportunity, opportunity can never come a knocking. If opportunity does come knocking and no one answers, it's going to keep on walking. And with that, we end with the greatest worst knock-knock joke on the face of the planet. I want to thank everyone for joining us for Talk-A-Bites, your daily bite of Degen, episode 940. And we will see you tomorrow for more crime time. Crime time. Yeah. And till then, we end with the greatest worst knock-knock joke on the face of the planet, and that is knock-knock. Who's there?